From the Des Moines Register from the year 1964. Ex-Duckpin bowler zooms after big switch. She averages 189 and 184 with the straight ball. By Ron Maley. There was this unmistakable little turn that Marie Swale gave some of her words. For instance, the 40-year-old West Union housewife was talking about her tenpins the other day and said she throws something called a straight ball. Not straight ball, understand, straight ball, as in doll. In time, Marie got around to explaining how well she throws her ball. And that, of course, led into the business of ever-edges. Tenpins, straight ball, ever-edges. Thoroughly confusing. Explain yourself, Marie. Well, I didn't start bowling tenpins until I came to Iowa in 1953. Before that, since I was 12 years old, I had been a duckpin bowler in Washington, D.C. Aha! Washington is the key word. Ball is ball with an Eastern accent. Average is average, Eastern style. Duckpins is a game employing small pins and balls, or balls, if you prefer, which is confined mainly to eastern United States. 11 years in northeast Iowa may not have taught Marie the Midwest pronunciation of ball, but she sure knows how to throw one. The 5-foot 8.5-inch secretary of West Union's Women's Bowling Association is at the head of her class with 189 and 184 league averages and 4 600 series. All of my 600s have been in the same league, Mrs. Swale said. I had a 656 in September, then shot 634, 625, and 654 within the last month. If you do any amount of bowling, you will realize the significance of a 189 average by a woman. It's about as common as an Alabama football defeat or a New York Mets baseball victory. Marie is by far the best woman scorer in West Union, said manager Roy Granneman of Lilac Lanes, the town's only bowling establishment. After her 189 and 184, the averages dropped to 162. In fact, there are only 3 men in town who are scoring better than Marie. Mickey Robinson and Adrian Erickson average 194, and Harold Frick is at 192. Even more surprising is the manner in which Mrs. Swale does all her thunderous scoring. Her straight ball, of course, violates one of the game's so-called rules. Everybody who is anybody in bowling is supposed to throw a hook. But who is willing to argue with a 189 average? Then there's the matter of what Marie watches when she bowls. I know most people are spot bowlers, she explained, but I've never done that. I just look at the pins as I used to do in duck pins. Other bowlers have tried to change me, but I do it better my way. Marie met her husband-to-be, Robert, when he was stationed near Washington. It wasn't until after the Swales moved to West Union that Marie had her first taste of tenpins. There was no tenpin bowling in Washington at the time, she commented. All I knew was duckpins, where the ball weighs between 5 and 6 pounds. Instead of 2 throws per frame, you get 3. I like tenpins much better. My highest score in duckpins was 167.